10 rounds of boxing. This is in the welterweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with red letters, official weight 140, 1/2 pounds. His professional record, outstanding. 29 victories, including 17 knockouts, only 3 defeats. From Riverside, California, Josesito Lopez. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing gold, his official weight, 142 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 16 fights, 16 victories, including 9 by knockout. From Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the undefeated Jessie, the new generation Vargas.
Enjoy it, Jessie, okay? Pince up. Here we go. Okay, gentlemen, you both received your instructions in your dressing room. Okay, right here is good, anything below is low. Right here is good, anything below is low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
All right, so we're set to go. These fights will be contested under the unified rules of boxing, 10-point must scoring system, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight in case of an accidental foul. Dave Bontempo and I will explain to you when it becomes pertinent and necessary. So in the white trunks right away, Lopez goes to work on the golden trunks of Jessie Vargas. Jessie has a nice jab, as you can see right away here.
He was a member of the 2008 Olympic team from Mexico, and then as a pro, a nice victory over Vivian Harris. That was a good statement for him as he comes up to this level here.
Yeah, in July, he had a win in a second-round knockout over to Walter Estrada in Prim, Nevada, and in April he stopped Vivian Harris in the first round, also in Prim. So, you know, this guy can bang. In reality, this is a step up in class. Lopez has got much more experience, over 30 professional fights, 29-3 with 17 knockouts. So he's got a little pop in him too. Tony Weeks, the third man in the ring. This is scheduled for 10 rounds, announced at welterweight, but it was promoted as a junior welterweight fight. And probably the reason why Michael announced it is because Vargas came in at 142, which is 2 pounds over the 140 limit for junior welterweight or super lightweight.
That's a nice right hand lead being fired in by Vargas as Lopez hesitated with his hook, and then Lopez came back on him. That was a nice sense of timing by Vargas.
Oh, yeah, I like the combinations of Vargas. He comes upstairs with a left hook and follows up with a right hand. Nice movement on his feet with Vargas, and he stops, plants, even though his back is to the ropes. He doesn't let the guy push him too much. And Tony Weeks says, hold up, guys, hold up. Again in gold is Jessie Vargas. Josesito Lopez in the white trunks. This is round 1. It's scheduled for 10.
Stop. Stop.
Good offensive tendencies for both early. Vargas firing the left hook downstairs. Lopez trying to find some counter rights with him in the last minute of this round. Both guys getting high quality on their offensive shots.
They certainly are kind of loading up here at round number 1, but because both of them are excellent boxers. Vargas looks a bit stronger to me as round number 1 will come to a close here. You're watching around the world. Jessie Vargas in the gold trunks, the Olympian from Mexico, taking on Josesito Lopez in the white trunks. I thought Vargas, with a heavy of blows, probably won the first round. Our official judges are Dwayne Ford, Dick Haug, and Patricia Morse-Jarman. A little bit short with the jab is Vargas, but he closes the gap pretty quickly.
Well, Lopez's corner telling him to cut off the ring more between rounds. They want him to jump on that, move to the side, anticipate the movement, and that would help him settle a little bit more into a boxing mode. They'd like the pace of the fight to settle down a little bit.
Even though Vargas is only in his 17th professional fight, he's had a lot of international experience as an amateur. So, I mean, this kid at 22 years old, who just turned 22, is much more experienced than most 16 in their 17th fight now fighters.
Hands free, hands free.
They could turn professional in Mexico at age 15, but this guy Vargas decided to stay as an amateur so he could be on the Olympic team, and he was.
You're talking about the power of these guys. They're both moderate in terms of their power potential, about 50% knockout ratio, a little bit more for both. So that should set up an interesting situation where each guy's not afraid to wing punches.
Well, for Jesse again, I point out that Lopez is a step up in class for him, and so far, you know, he's doing fine. But Josesito Lopez hanging right in there. He's a tough kid too. Look at the hand speed of Vargas, though. Good body shot.
Stop.
I'll tell you another thing, Dave. When Lopez moves into the kill zone, or the hitting zone, he better be throwing punches. A lot of times he waltzes in like that, throws a little light left jab, really nothing on it, and he's getting countered by Vargas. Vargas forces the action more, but when you get in that hit zone, you got to be firing. See him walk in, and don't fire.
Yeah, you can't study.
And his corner yelling for him to, get more aggressive and throw more punches too. I think his aggressiveness is fine, but he's got to be more aggressive when he enters that hit zone.
Well, he did half of what he had to. He cut off the ring, but he has to let his hands go once he gets there.
But I mean, just look at Vargas. He's landing 5, 6, 7 punches to 1. And hard body shots. Tony Weeks says, keep him up, the Vargas.
Stop, I got you.
This is round 2 of a scheduled 10-round affair with 2 excellent young fighters. Lopez bangs him to the head upstairs, and the bell will end round number 2. Told him to work the body and then work his way up. This is round 3, Las Vegas, Nevada, on the night of 3 world title fights. One coming to you from Los Angeles, which we will describe for you, and Saul Alvarez and Alfonso Gomez, and then you'll see Eric Morales and Pablo Cesar Cano, and of course the big one, Floyd Mayweather Jr. after 16 months against Victor Ortiz. This is Jessie Vargas in gold and Josesito Lopez in the white trunks. This Jose trying to do more what his corner asked him to do in between rounds, but again, Vargas just throwing more punches there.
And he kept nailing him up the middle with a few shots as Lopez is just walking into stuff. He has to double up his jab on the way in and get himself a little bit more punching room.
And it goes back to what I said in the first round. It's okay when he's thrown in. Now watch what happens when he comes in the hit zone. Not throwing, closes the gaps and he doesn't throw. Now he does, that's okay. That's a lot better for him, and he needs to do more of that.
He's giving himself a chance with this.
Yeah. Vargas, on the other hand, was satisfied to sit in the corner and let this guy bang him. When you're in the corner, you either got to grab your guy and walk him back or slide down the ropes and get out of there. At no time should you just let a guy wail away at you. With one exception in the past about 40 years, Muhammad Ali and Zaire.
It worked once.
Yes, it did.
The rope-a-dope was born.
But not for these lighter weight fighters. It's never good to get hit. Old Angelo Dundee, hit and don't get hit. That's the name of this game.
This has been a good round for Lopez. Swarming, getting inside, and getting off the mark first.
Yeah, the first round was fairly close, but certainly Lopez is having his best round of the fight right now.
Stop, I got you.
Under a minute to go in the 3rd round, scheduled for 10. Jose Lopez took a couple of unnecessary shots to the left ear that time by Vargas, who hits pretty hard. I don't think Vargas has done enough to win this round so far with about 25 seconds to go. And Jose doesn't let him off the hook and pressures him back. This could be the first round for Jose, which tightens things up.
He may have sent a message, too, about his power.
Nobody's been down, nobody's shaken. Look at this! Look at that! Lopez finishes strong in round number 3. Here we go, round number 4. MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a Mexican Independence Day weekend, and they're out in strength to see guys like Vargas and Lopez and Morales and Victor Ortiz and Alfonso Gomez and Alvarez from Los Angeles will be piped into the arena here in Las Vegas. Look at this. Vargas decides he's going to get back away from this guy. A bit of a low blow.
In the third round, Lopez outpunched Vargas 21-12 in the power punching department, landed a high percentage, almost 40%. That was a strong round for him, and they're the kind of rounds that win fights for you, as he comes out and tries to do the same thing again. He just pinned back his ears and went to the body.
Problem is, Dave, is that Jessie Vargas is coming back stronger in this fourth round. Lopez has got to keep the pressure on him and be sure he's firing when he gets in the hit zone.
The sense for Vargas is to not let Lopez build some momentum, and that was a round which kind of propelled him to come out and try to do something different here.
Vargas has all kinds of confidence. You can tell by the look on his face. It's hard to see that on your monitor or on your television screen at home, but I'll tell you right now, he's got a real determined look on his face. He's all business, as is Lopez.
Lopez is doing a nicer job cutting off the ring as opposed to earlier, but he cut it off there but walked into a left hook. He just has to be a little quicker when he gets to the inside.
Well, if you want to stop a guy from sliding around to his right, you got to get your left hand out there and stop him. But you know what he's doing is following him, Dave, instead of getting to his outside of the left shoulder. He's following him around.
You got to plant that foot first.
There he goes.
There, and then you can fire the punch.
And he planted the foot that time and again. Stop. It's a very close round.
Now Lopez has done all this cutting off of the ring, but unable to parlay in that instance.
But like I said, Dave, if he's going to cut it off, he's got to get outside the right shoulder of Vargas when he's circling to his right.
Stop. He got into punching position with that last bit, but he stopped.
All right, the bell ends round number 4. You'll see that all coming up. Here we go as we move to the 5th round, scheduled for 10. Vargas and Lopez. I thought Lopez may have eked out that last round. I don't know. Very close.
I gave him a territorial edge in the sense that he was always driving Vargas back, and he was enjoying the fact that he had the better position to throw punches. And I think that's a good tiebreaker for him.
Well, as a matter of fact, it actually, on my score sheet, if the judges see it the same way we do, the fight is tied, Dave. It's dead even, 38-38 after 4. But, you know, when you have close rounds, you know that all the judges aren't going to agree.
Stop.
Now, that had the look of a split round that the judges may have it that way.
Jose Lopez in the white trunks. Jessie Vargas in gold. Vargas 16-0, 9 knockouts from Las Vegas. Lopez 29-3, a Riverside, California product. Took a pretty good lick on the left ear that time from Vargas. Vargas again circling to his right. Oh, that was a nice right-hand lead by Lopez. I like that. Exchanging jabs. You know, one thing I think he's done a little bit better in these last couple of rounds is when he comes into that kill zone, he is firing more, which I like.
Yeah, he got a lot of confidence built up in round 3 when he was able to not have a jab to walk through, and he landed a good amount of body shots, power punches, and that kind of propelled him into his offense, which he's had since then.
Instead of cutting him off with the left hand out and holding him from continuing to circle, he's throwing good straight right hands, which is okay, because you're in position for that too. When a guy's moving like that, he really can't punch. So that's a great time to time a shot.
He's done a good job with the positioning in this fight, with his feet getting out in front and cutting off the direction of Vargas. And he's getting a little bit more punching execution into that mix as we go along.
My only problem for Lopez in this round is that it appears that Vargas' punches are harder right now.
Well, and that's going to bring up an interesting thing, because are the judges going to look at the perception of aggression, which is Lopez, or this nice countering bit by Vargas?
Well, every judge has his own opinion on that, and one thing I've learned from going to the conventions and going to the judging clinics is that 95% of professional judges disagree on the very close rounds. So, and these are very close rounds. The aggressiveness of Lopez against the power of Vargas. I got to lean towards Vargas in that round, Dave. See what 6 brings. I have Vargas slightly out in front, but it could be one way or the other because of the closeness of the rounds and depending on whether the judges like, as you said, Dave, the aggressiveness of Lopez or the power of Vargas. I tell you, the best round of the fight for Lopez was definitely the 3rd round. He got right back in the fight with not only aggressiveness, but some hard blows.
It does indicate how one good offensive round can give you some momentum, which you have, and you ride it until the other guy takes it away from you. And what we've seen from Lopez since the 3rd round is he's constantly coming forward. Whatever happens, happens, but he's been on the attack since round 3.
Well, Vargas, who started all of the, I suppose you'd say, posturing at the weigh-in, now realizes he's in a fight with a very seasoned professional in Josesito Lopez.
And they wouldn't have gotten paid yesterday, but it would have been a good fight yesterday too. They had the look, both of them, at that weigh-in.
Again, Jose tries to cut off the ring. Now he slides back to his right, does Vargas. There's the hand speed again of Jessie Vargas.
Now, he's putting himself in a position to look better for the judges this round because Vargas is slicing up Lopez here. He's moving, and he's making these pretty clear shots.
There's a right hand, just what you said, Dave. Right hand spun the head that time.
Last round when Vargas was moving back, some judges may have been obscured as to what he was doing because they had their back to him or the angle. But here he's landing some clear shots.
Tries to work the body, and he does get a piece of the body. Misses when he comes upstairs, does Lopez. And for Vargas, he's had no luck when he's had his back up against the ropes. Nice left hook that time, but through, cracked him with a right, chopping right hand to the cheek. But it doesn't shift Lopez. Nice uppercut by Lopez. I think Lopez may have a cut, it looks like below the right eye.
Yeah, and he's fighting with some urgency with that, and he landed a nice uppercut.
Willie Shunky will have to do his job now in between rounds on Lopez. We'll see how bad, if we can see it any better, how bad his cut is. Nice round of boxing, Dave. You think that some of these legal charges and whatnot may be beginning to wear him down, but it won't show tonight in the ring. as this guy is totally focused. He's totally trained. All right, back in that live action in the ring. We're in the 7th round. Jessie Vargas in gold, Josesito Lopez in white. I've given Vargas the last couple of rounds, but it's still very close because Dave gave him 1, and I gave him 2, and Dave gave the 5th round to Lopez, so it's very, very even. And I expect that the official judges will be split as we are, Dave.
And what they're looking at is the intensity of the body shots versus the aggression versus the countering. And these guys are maintaining a good pace in this fight. They're both hungry.
Bit of a low blow before the clinch that time by Vargas, but Tony Weeks got him separated. Say, keep him up. Vargas continues to back off as Jose Lopez continues to come forward, showing a little bit of fatigue here, a little bit of sloppiness, but both of them in great shape. And then slowed down. Only a few clinches in the entire fight, maybe a half a dozen. There's the left hook by Lopez. Let's see if he can follow it up. Continues to chase down Vargas, who slides to his left. And he stops and plants and gets that piston-like jab going.
Now, for Lopez, he needed a quick step to the right, and then he wouldn't have eaten the 2 jabs, and he could have thrown his own right hand. It's an instinctive play, but when you're on the stalk like that, that's the one you need to make.
As long as he throws more. Jose, to me, looks like he's got a second wind here. He's really trying to hunt this guy down, although he's being counterpunched a lot. And that last flurry that was over to our right side, the same on your screen, it was a nice exchange by both guys. There's the uppercut. That's there for him, too. You notice Jessie Vargas in the gold is starting to hang his left hand a little bit, which means Lopez can land his right.
He is sensing some fatigue in Vargas, and he's feeding off it.
Forget what we said at the outset, even though I have Vargas slightly in front in this fight, this is a step up in class for him, and it's a full 3 minutes of workout every round. Round 7 winds down. And again, that'll show you, even though he, flung him across the ring, a little weakness in the legs of Jessie Vargas. All right, here we go. Round number 8 from Las Vegas. We're in the MGM Grand Garden Arena as it continues to swell with people coming in anticipation of the Eric Morales fight and the Floyd Mayweather fight. What's the big thing is, the big attraction is Mayweather, no question about it.
Vargas is in gut check time right now. That 16-0 mark, the 9 knockouts. Very much on the border right now against Lopez.
That's a low blow there. Tony will call timeout, and he's got all the time he needs, and he should take some time now.
Stay right here. Yeah, come here. Yeah, 1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. Come on, keep him up, baby. Keep him up. Let's stay over there. You good to go? Okay, take it there.
That's a critical development. Now, referees hate to take points, but you feel there's no choice.
Well, he mentioned to him a couple of times, whether it's accidental or not, and I believe it is, it's still a foul.
And you go up the ladder, give him a couple opportunities.
Well, now he's got to keep his punches up because he lost the point in what could be a very close fight. And that gives an extra bit of adrenaline rush to Jose Lopez.
Stop.
Lopez again in the white trunks, Jessie Vargas in the gold. He's the Olympian. He's the rising star. Nobody knows about Josesito Lopez, but they will if he can stop this guy. When I say stop, I mean just win the fight.
And if you're Lopez, if you win this round, it's the same as having a knockdown. It will be a 10-8 round for you because of the foul. This is a huge opportunity for him. And he's really been able to muscle and bully Vargas over the course of the last 5 to 6 rounds.
And the corner of
body shots.
Yeah, and Dave, the corner of Lopez now realizes what you just said. They want him to come on and come on because, like you said, if he wins this round, it's the same as if he had a knockout.